This is Richard Bowling. Wonderful to have you in this program. Meditation, finally. I just want to speak for a few minutes about what meditation is and what it's not, to set the foundation for our discussion. So you're in this program, we're going to be working together. I'm going to be walking through things particular to your experience, but I want to tell you a little bit about what meditation is from a scientific point and what to expect, and just sort of set the foundation. So first of all, meditation is not associated to any philosophy or religion. It's a scientific experience, although it has been associated to some religions and practices. It is an experience that is natural as sleeping. It's a very natural experience. Your mind actually wants to go into a meditative state if you set the conditions. When you go into a meditation, you can actually measure your brain waves. When you're normally awake, your brain is in a state called beta, which the brain waves are very high. When you're relaxed, they go down into alpha. When you go into meditative state, your brain waves slow down, they go into theta, and then when you're sleeping, they go into delta. Twice a day, your brain goes into theta when you wake up, and when you fall asleep, you spend just a little bit of time in delta. But when you're meditation, we hold you in theta for about 15 to 20 minutes. So meditation takes place about 15 to 20 minutes. You want to sit in a quiet place, mostly in a quiet place. I've meditated in a busy subway station. I've meditated in nightclubs, but generally a quiet place is easier for you. Okay, I'm going to get back to experiencing the meditation itself, but I just want to talk for a minute about some of the benefits from it. From a health standpoint, meditation is, for me personally, the single best decision that I have made in my entire life. I would put it right up there with sleeping and exercise and drinking water and all of these things. When you meditate, it calms your mind. It slows your brain waves down. It calms your mind. It brings you a sense of peace, of feeling centered, making your thoughts clear. A good analogy that I like to use is that if you can imagine driving a car and with a dirty windshield, so you can still see everything with that dirty windshield, but you're having to squint and duck and dodge. And this is how your mind is without meditation. When you meditate, your thoughts are crystal clear. It's almost like having a clean windshield in your car. So it's like it cleans your mind, literally. So I'm a table tennis athlete, and when I meditated, I always had my best performance. If I go into meetings or conversations, when I have meditated, I'm able to stay focused and present. My mind is less scattered and thoughts are bouncing around. So it keeps your mind centered on what's important, more creative. It lowers down all the anxiety and stress. Many years ago, I had a brief period of where I was having some panic attacks, and at that times I would meditate. If I'm tired, sometimes I would also meditate. So you want to try to meditate at least once a day. This is what I've done over the last 4 decades. I've meditated at least once a day. Even better than that is to probably meditate twice a day, 15 or 20 minutes twice a day. There are three different types of meditation. The first type is based on breathing, paying attention to your breath. The second type is based upon body awareness, being aware of the different parts of your body. And the third type of meditation is based on a mantra. Body awareness, breathing, and the mantra, the whole purpose is having a trigger to set your mind up in the meditative state. So a good way to think about it is when you go to sleep at night, you set the conditions for the sleep. You go into the room, you lower the temperature, you turn off the lights, you get into the bed, and after a few minutes, the sleep happens. So when you meditate, you don't need to be in a yoga pose. You can just sit in a chair like I'm sitting now, in a reasonably quiet place, and you either do the attention to your breathing, attention to your awareness of your different parts of the body, just putting your attention on different parts of your body, or you put your attention on the mantra. So the mantra that I'm going to give you is a very simple one, a very classic one. It's called Om, and you don't say it out loud, you just say it in your mind. Om, quietly in the mind. And what happens is all these triggers, body awareness, breathing, or the mantra, what it does is this is a catalyst that is used to slow down the thinking. So when you first start meditating, there is a settling period. And by settling period, what I mean is this, is that your mind is bing, bing, bing. You have a lot of thoughts. I'm having lots of thoughts. I'm having a lot of thoughts. And as you start to meditate, your thinking starts to slow down. Your thinking starts to slow down. You have less thoughts and less thoughts and less thoughts and less thoughts and less thoughts. And then you get to the place where you have almost no thoughts. When you have no thoughts, you're not zoned out. You're not having an out-of-body experience. This is not a woo-woo type of experience at all. You're not having an out-of-body experience. You can hear everything. You can hear people talking. You can hear the cars coming by. You hear everything. But your mind is just quiet. And so if you're meditating for 20 minutes, now here's the thing. If you're meditating for 20 minutes, there's a settling time. It could take 5 minutes. It could take 10 minutes. It could take 15 minutes where your mind is still settling. Less thoughts, less thoughts, less thoughts, less thoughts. And maybe you only have a minute or two of where you actually have no thoughts. That's fine. Every meditation is different. This is key to remember. Just like when you sleep at night, every sleep is different. Every meditation is different. Just know that you're going to have this settling period. And when the mind settles down, you'll have less thoughts. When you have less thoughts, it is just so peaceful. It's very, very, very peaceful. It's very quiet, and it's so peaceful, in fact, that you don't even want to jump up. You're like, wow, I just want to remain here. This is beautiful. And then when you come out of the meditation, you just slowly open your eyes, and you want to take that quietness and that serenity with you throughout your day. Okay, so I walked you through what to experience in the meditation. The biggest limiting factor for meditation is people feel like they can't meditate. You understand, I can't meditate because I'm too antsy, I'm too jittery. When I sit down, I fall asleep. So a lot of people have limiting beliefs about meditation, but if you set the condition, meditation is something that everybody can do, just like everybody can fall asleep. You just set the conditions. So, but there's a lot of people who have limiting beliefs about it. Oh, I can't meditate, my mind bounces around too much. That's the reason why you want to meditate, if your mind is bouncing around too much. So that's just a limiting belief that a lot of people have. But everybody can meditate. It's just a matter of setting the conditions. You set the conditions, it will happen. And it's a practice, so knowing that's important and setting down to it. Every meditation is going to be different. Every time you meditate, it's going to be a little bit different. Sometimes it's going to be super serene. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit jittery. Sometimes you feel more antsy, or you might move around or twitch. That's okay. It's all normal. Just let it be. Don't force it. Don't force it to happen. Meditation is actually not forcing anything. You just allow it to happen. Put your attention on the mantra, the breathing, or the body awareness, and your thoughts will slowly die down. Okay, so I want to end this by just talking with a few of the health benefits of the meditation. So, and I won't share them all. I'll let you Google them. If you Google or ChatGPT health benefits associated with meditation, they will talk to you about things by lowering your stress level, lowering your blood pressures. There's been so many medical reports on meditation. Actually, companies have started investing millions of dollars into letting their employees do meditation and mindfulness because there's so many health benefits. But lowering your blood pressure, lowering your biological age, and I'll explain how that works. So there's Nobel Prize winning research that shows that when you're meditating, you are increasing this material inside of your chromosomes called telomerase A. So around the tips of your chromosomes, there's these things called telomeres. In younger people, telomeres are long. As you start to get older, they shorten. So when you meditate, you protect those telomeres. So when you protect the telomeres, those telomeres stay longer. When they stay longer, when your body starts to replicate itself, what happens is it's replicating accurate copies of your body. So you physically stay younger. So there's so much, I'll let you Google this, but there's so much medical research and the fact that if you've been meditating for 5 or 10 years or more, it lowers your biological age considerably. It lowers your body, and for me, it's one of the best things that's kept my biological age lower. Typically, people ask me my age, and they consistently come up with 15 years younger than what my age is. And I attribute that a little bit to genetics, a lot of it to meditation. So that's another benefit of meditation. I will let you Google some of the health benefits of meditation. So anyway, I've given you what you have need to know about starting the meditation practice. And so I'm going to be meeting with you in a series of talks online or on the phone coming up soon. But in this short video, you have the theoretical basics for what to do in different situations. Okay, one situation I'll allude to is that if you feel like you're falling asleep, that's okay. So let's suppose you're meditating and you actually fall asleep. What I would do is I would, when I wake back up, I would just resume the meditation. So what you probably want to do, sorry for the motorcycle noise, I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam, by the way. What you probably want to do is set a clock. I set a timer on my phone for another clock. Just set a timer, and then when the timer goes off, then you start the meditation. So set the meditation for say 15 minutes or 18 minutes or 20 minutes. You can change it a little bit depending on if you have time, but somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes. Set the timer. If you fall asleep, reset the timer. So if you fall asleep for 5 minutes, wake up and say, oh, I've been sleeping for 5 minutes, that's okay, just reset the timer. So that's a normal situation. Again, if you're feeling fidgety, that's normal. Just allow, if you're thinking a lot, that's normal. Just allow it, whatever's happening, just allow it. Just allow it, don't push it. Okay, you have all the theoretical stuff you need to know about the benefits of meditation, what you experience. I look forward to seeing you in our upcoming meetings. And in those meetings, we're going to be speaking specifically about what you're experiencing, answering your questions, and over those series of meetings, I'll be answering your questions, and that'll give you everything that you know to meditate finally. So the name of this program is called Meditation Finally. Thanks for taking the step. It's going to be an incredible experience. Stick to it, and you will get tremendous benefits. Look forward to talking to you soon.